How's it going, guys? Duoface here. Today we're going to be analyzing every single image and part of the trailer from WYNNCRAFT 2.0 to find the finer details that you might have missed. We'll be starting with the website and the trailer, so with all that said, let's get right into it. So this GIF on the website, it's just from the trailer, and it doesn't look like there's much in here other than a really cool particle effect making a crossbow. This other GIF appears to just be another one of the spells. Nothing too particular there, because we can't really say that much about spells at the moment. This GIF is another spell GIF, nothing to really see here from the looks of it. I'm taking a look at the backgrounds of them and I can't find anything. This is of course what appears to be the skill tree for the game, which I think is really cool. Okay, so this seems like it's a big deal. This appears to be the arena for the new boss fight of the new raid, and I'm very curious to see how this goes out. It looks like it's definitely in the Silent Expanse, as it said. There's a lot of what appears to be void holes for the ground, though I bet they'll have barrier blocks blocking them. And I assume the whole thing isn't in render distance, because it just being a floating square wouldn't really look the best. But one thing I realized from this trailer is that in the trailer, its arms are down, but in this, its arms are up. So could we see way better animation from mobs with this as an example? I don't know. Okay, so on the right, it just appears to be perhaps some sort of gateway in the new raid. And on the left, it looks like this might be some kind of entrance. I'll mention it has a lot of parallels to the light gateway, so I wonder if this is some sort of gateway to Dern. But considering there's already a portal to Dern in the current WYNNCRAFT world, unless it gets retconned, this might not be the proper portal to Dern. The new combat system seems to show that particle effects appear more from enemies. You can see the damage dealt kind of bounces off of the enemy, and it seems like the enemies get inflicted with status effects like that, as you can see next to their health points. These areas just seem to show off really good reworked terrain, though I do wonder if those seagull-looking creatures in the top right will actually be real mobs or not. And finally, at the bottom of the website, there are new guild arenas for different areas of the game. These just appear to be pretty surface level, like one of them's for Daedalus, one of them's for the Canyon of the Lost, one of them is for Amsword, and this one might be for Caucus? Alright, that's enough with the website. Let's check the trailer, because I've seen everything else on the website. Considering the Realm of Light has a giant tree, I wonder if this is like the opposite, like a giant tree in the Realm of Darkness, Dern. I will say this is certainly pointing towards a Dern expansion being involved in this that hasn't really been mentioned yet, but I'm not too certain. Anyway, before I go further, I'll mention that with my theory about this update including Fruma, apparently that door not opening was just because the creators of the door were late to finishing it, so the door will open at the next Festival of the Heroes. So it wasn't actually a hint towards Fruma, and that's kind of disappointing, but at the same time, it looks like we're getting Dern. Like, the bases of these trees use the same blocks as the eye trees from the Silent Expanse, so I feel like this would be some kind of foresty area within Dern. Maybe. 155 mana! Mana can go up now. Again, another shot with 100 mana. It looks like mana will not be locked at 20 anymore. This appears to be the Cow Fusion quest, and again, 126 mana. That is a lot of mana. I'm gonna stop pointing this out because you should probably get the point by now, but again, level 78, 142 mana. Galleon's Graveyard, of course, the reworking. That'll be very interesting to check out. Arcane Mages cause destruction, damage, and chaos. So that's what that archetype is. You'll notice that the Archer is using a 15 mana spell, which is acting like a grappling hook towards certain blocks. And it costs 15 mana, as you can see there. There appears to be this corrupted meter, and you can have negative mana now, which is kind of interesting. This appears to be another new spell. Watch this clip, because from the looks of it, the player here does not cast a single spell to do this movement. What would that mean? Is it some kind of, like, passive ability, or is it, like, a spell that's just, like, active for, like, a few minutes or something? Arrow Bomb spell cast, 35 mana. Another detail is that the assassin here is using a spell called Dash, which seems to shoot him forward. And Spin Attack is costing a lot of mana to use. And then of course there's the amazing cool new boss. And that's that. So overall, what I think was learnt here, from the website, we seem to have learnt that the combat system has new effects to it, and the new boss might be an example of a whole new, like, tier of animation for WYNNCRAFT's mobs. Well, the trailer seemed to show that there's a whole new mana system. Mana can actually go up from 20 now, and as a result, a lot of spells have been scaled up to cost more mana. Alongside this as well, it looked like certain spells can last for a long while, because that assassin jumping through Almuj at that speed didn't cost him any mana to do. He wasn't casting spells, he was just jumping around, and jumping off of walls without needing to cast a single spell. So I wonder if that's even a spell. What if that's just a passive effect? Anyway, unless there's some kind of WYNNCRAFT 2.0 media, other than the website and the trailer that I've missed, then that'll be all for this video. This has been Duoface, and I'm very hyped for WYNNCRAFT 2.0. Have a good one!